Hey everyone, Lou Clark here, and today I'm excited to share with you one of my life mentors, Jesse Itzler, and something I've learned from him recently. But before I jump into that, let me just tell you a little bit about Jesse. He's the author of the New York Times best-selling books, Living with the Seal and Living with the Monks, which I could never do because I like to talk too much. He's also co-founded Marquis Jets, the world's largest private jet company, in which he and his partner sold to Berkshire Hathaway. Jesse is also a partner with Zico Coconut Water, which he and his partner sold to Coca-Cola. They have recently acquired the company back, which is really, really cool. In his younger years, he was a former rapper on MTV and wrote and performed the NBA's Emmy Award-winning I Love This Game music campaign and the popular New York Knicks anthem, Go NY Go. He says his biggest accomplishment is marrying Sarah Blakely, the owner and founder of Spanx, and together they have 4 amazing kids. Something that's really interesting about Jesse, he only eats fruit till noon. He's an ultra marathon runner, endurance athlete, and he loves to sit in ice water. I've never done that, not yet. But he is always pushing himself. And not to mention, he and Sarah both are part owners of the Atlanta Hawks. Something else that I think is really, really epic that he experienced as a teenager is that between the ages of 19 and 21, Jesse slept on 18 different couches as he was writing jingles and trying to make it as a rapper. This is why he's one of my life mentors. I learn a lot from him in business, but also in life. So if you have yet to really dive in and to follow Jesse, make sure you visit the links below because I have tagged everything and everywhere that you can find him so you can start to follow him. He actually posts everything that he's experiencing and the things that he's doing. He does post them on Instagram, so make sure you totally check that out. Recently, I heard Jesse give a presentation at Grant Cardone's 10X conference where he shared his 10 ways to dominate 2021. But before we jump into that, I got to show you here one of my favorite quotes from Jesse himself. So I'm going to bring that up on the screen for you to see. Here it is. And it says, "The money actually comes when the life is right. It's weird how it works. You tee yourself up and everything opens up because you get enthusiastic about everything when you feel better." Interesting enough, I am part of some of Jesse's courses and programs, and this is something that he said on a Zoom call, a Zoom meeting that we had. So I just wanted to share it with you because really, really important. Why does Jesse's story and what I'm sharing with you today have anything to do with money, time, being a piggy bank millionaire? It has everything to do with it. Okay, let's dive in to Jesse's top 10 tips on how to dominate your year. So excited to show you guys these. Okay, the first one, he says to choose one word. Jesse, for the past 3 years, has chosen the word soul. He says, if you're going to do something, put your soul into it. You cannot outsource soul. He also says to be where your feet are planted. Be connected to whatever it is that you are doing, whether it is a family event, a business, a product, a meeting, etc. Put your soul into it. And for me, this means being in the moment. So as I'm sitting here talking with you, I'm really not thinking about what I'm going to cook for supper or what's going to happen tomorrow. I'm strictly sitting here focused on working with you guys, sharing with you the tips that I received from listening to Jesse's presentation. Their goals because they have too many. Shift to bigger and better goals and get really good at working towards reaching those goals. Scale down, having fewer goals, but better goals, okay? More isn't always better. Choose 1 or 2 goals. I'm in Jesse's Badass Calendar Club, and we have to choose little goals that we're going to do every single day, which are called like our vitamins, but then we have one massive goal that we are to accomplish in a year. And it is so much easier to focus on the one goal than it is to focus on many goals. So more isn't better. Better is better. All right, so cool. I love that. I love that quote. All right, number 3. Let's jump into number 3. Go where the action is. Put yourself in a position where you can attract luck. Jesse says, go to where your clients and customers are. You have to show up, not just in person, but in your energy and make it happen. In this presentation at the 10X conference for 2021, Jesse talks about how he was at a conference and he wasn't allowed in the conference because he didn't have the right credentials, but he noticed that everybody he wanted to connect with at the conference was going to a coffee shop and getting coffees and muffins. So the next day he went in and he bought up all the muffins. So the people that he wanted to connect with would come into the shop and be like, oh, I'd like a coffee and the muffin. They're like, we're out of muffins. And as they walked out, Jesse was there going, oh, I have a muffin. Would you like a muffin? Guys, you've got to show up. You've got to make it happen. I believe in manifestation. I believe in things happening for you and to you, but I also believe you need to take some massive leaps of faith and you've got to make some massive strides in what you are wanting in your life. So go where the action is. All right, number 4, evening routines. He says nobody is good enough to wake up and wing it every day. I know I can't. I don't know about you. If you're winging it, you're probably not getting as much stuff done as you possibly could if you set it up the night before. So Jesse says, our days start the night before. Invest 5 minutes to map out your upcoming day before you go to bed. Lay out your time like a script and simply follow it the next day. Did you guys get that? We're hearing from a multi-millionaire who is talking about time management. Time management. This is why I do time management here on the Piggy Bank Millionaire YouTube channel, is because it is part of becoming wealthy, abundant, being able to live the life you want. You've got to start working on your time. And actually, there was a really cool, I'm just going to grab my notes here. There was a really cool bonus I wanted to tell you. I just have to get to it. One thing that Jesse says about time is until you understand your relationship with time, you can't operate with true urgency. Your urgency doesn't have to be stressful, but let's get things done so we can move on, so we can continue to grow. So, so important. 5, weeks, not days. Jesse says daily goals set you up for failure because there is this thing called life. He says to take a weekly approach to long-term goals. This sets you up for more success. Making weekly goals gives you the flexibility to make up the missed work towards your goals. So Jesse has one where he was saying he wants to run 35 miles a week. That's crazy, but he does it. So if you take 35 divide by 7, that's 5 miles a day. So if he doesn't run today, he takes those missed miles and puts them in the 6 other days. It's like me and reading a book. Let's just say I want to read 70 pages this week, but today life happened and I didn't get to read. Well, I've got 6 days to make up those 10 missed pages. So start creating weekly goals instead of daily goals. Awesome. Number 6, when you authentically compliment, congratulate, or console those in your circle, they will never forget you. I love this one. Jesse says, take every opportunity you can to compliment, congratulate, and console within your circle. When you do this authentically, that's a really important word, okay? When you do it authentically, it creates leads to referrals, and people will start rooting for you. And also your customers will stand by you when you make a mistake because they feel connected. So some examples: congratulate people on everything, okay? Whether they passed a course, had a baby, got married, bought a house, bought a car, launched a YouTube channel, went on social media, whatever it might have been, removed 5 pounds, walked a marathon. Congratulate the people in your circle on everything. Compliment them when they are not expecting it. Whether you say, oh, that's a nice jacket, or wow, I love the way you've raised your kids, or man, your social media looks great today. Do it when they're not expecting it. Also, console people. People need to know that you are thinking about them during their hard times. They will never forget that you showed up when time was tough for them. Number 7 from Jesse Itzler is, you have one job. You have one job. Stay healthy. And there he is eating his fruit till noon. I love this one. I'm going to read this one here so that, because it's really important. Jesse says, stay healthy, manage your inputs and outputs. This includes your physical and mental health. Any health issues will wipe you out of your ability to move forward. Some of the examples for outputs are how you present yourself to the world, how you do your hair or your makeup, what clothes you're wearing, how you're treating other people. That's an output. Your inputs would be things like podcasts, news, mentors, books, movies. Be careful of what you're putting into your body, into your mind. Well, you know what he didn't mention here I thought was really interesting is food. He probably mentions it, but I didn't write it down. But another input is what you're putting into your body. And I probably didn't mention it because it's something I'm trying to work on. So, okay, number 8 on Jesse Itzler's 10 Ways to Dominate Your Year is the 3-minute miracle. You only need one person or one opportunity to change the entire course of your life. Guys, one. Jesse says invest 3 minutes a day to send a DM or an email, text, or handwritten letter to plant seeds. You should be doing this every day of the year. And if you do connect with 3 people every day, you have connected to over 1,000 people in the course of the year. This will make you rememberable. This is what will make people want to connect with you, want to deal with you, want to do business with you. Heck, maybe just even be your friend. It's really, really important. 3 minutes a day, connect with 3 people. Number 9, handle the lows. I love this picture of Jesse. I found it on the internet. Hopefully he doesn't mind. Great entrepreneurs handle the lows. Jesse says obstacles are coming in your business and life. But what matters most is how you handle the obstacle. It can be a huge asset in your life and in your business. Get in front of the problems. Don't hide. Massive possibilities are hiding on the other side of an obstacle. And I have actually learned how to do this over the last few years in our business because there'll be something that comes up regarding a client and I find a solution before I call them and say there's a problem. And when you are a solution-oriented person, people tend to respect you and connect with you on a different level. Okay? So, handle the lows. You totally have got this. Number 10, take a chance on people. I just tell you guys, this is really funny. In my notes, it says take a change on people, but I can tell you what you're reading is right. My notes are wrong. Pay it forward and watch what happens. Jesse says, remember to help people out on your bus ride / your journey of life. And I'm part of Jesse's Build Your Life resume. And in there, he has a course on your journey of life being like a bus. And I'm not going to give too much away, but if you want to learn more about that, his link to his website's below. You can totally check it out there. He says, take care of everybody because it's the right thing to do. And it's a really small world. You never know who will be able to help you out later on. And what I love about this is when Jesse was writing the jingle for NBA, he was working with the NBA marketing department. And the person that he was working with was Adam Silver, who is now the head guru of the NBA. So when Jesse and Sarah went to go purchase their partnership in the Atlantic Hawks, did I say Atlantic? I really meant Atlanta Hawks. Just so you know, I know it's Atlanta Hawks. We actually watch a lot of basketball here. But anyways, when Jesse and Sarah went to go purchase their partnership of the Atlanta Hawks, guess who had to approve the deal? Adam. So keep your people close and take a chance on them and help people out. And as a bonus, Jesse also says all of this is irrelevant without the right mindset. He says saying words gives those words and those thoughts power. Always speak what you want and how you want to feel and say it like you mean it. Don't ever quit because it's too hard. Be grateful for everything in your life. Be the words that you speak because they are important. The words you speak are important. He also mentions another bonus, friend reduction. Get rid of the people that aren't serving you and that are creating negativity in your life. He's on a friend reduction for 2021. That's what he said. You've got to remove the negativity. Remove the aggravation from your life. If something is not serving you, or if someone is not serving you, it is time to say goodbye. It's hard, but it's going to help you grow. Lastly, Jesse says, do not take this life for granted. Just don't, because it's only so long. And the bus never goes backwards. Those are the takeaways that I got from Jesse Itzler's presentation at Grant Cardone's 10X conference this year. I really hope that you've learned something. Maybe you got some takeaways that you can put into your life or you can add to your business. Maybe it's just one, like creating your schedule the night before you go to bed. Take those 5 minutes. It's one of my favorites. I've been doing it for years, but I love that he said that. So until next time, I really, really hope you will totally go and connect with Jesse and follow him on Instagram. Check out his YouTube channel. Oh, I forgot something. Sorry if I just went in your ears. At the end of this presentation at the 10X conference from Grant Cardone, Jesse actually goes into a rap. He created this rap and he rhymes it off. And if you want to see that, I've tagged it with the link in the comments below on his YouTube channel. You've got to check it out. Honestly, it is so, so good. So on that note, I'm going to leave you. I'm going to say goodbye until next time. Create a life that you dominate. Lou Clark. We'll see you later.